Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Phil Peterson, and welcome to J. Doyle Field in East Brunswick. I'll be calling the play-by-play for today's Greater Middlesex Conference boys soccer matchup between the East Brunswick Bears and the Old Bridge Knights. Coming off a 1994 season in which they scored only 23 goals in compiling an 11-7 record, the Bears began 1995 by defeating Raritan 6-0 and J.P. Stevens 6-2. Unselfish teamwork, scoring balance, and solid two-way play by the midfielders have head coach Dan Hastings believing his experienced team can go a long way in both the conference and state tournaments. The Old Bridge Knights, behind head coach Rich Mold, enters the match off of a 2-0 defeat at Piscataway. The Knights finished 1994 with a 9-9 mark. However, they lost their two leading scorers to graduation. Coach Mold feels confident that his team's balance from front to back will more than compensate for the lack of a single superstar. These teams met twice last year, with the Bears emerging victorious 3-1 and 1-0 in hard-fought contests. I'll be right back with the starting lineups and the beginning of today's action. We're just about set for the kickoff in today's action. The lineups for East Brunswick have number 9, Mark DeGrandis, a senior midfielder. Number 18, co-captain Dan Gariello, a senior striker. Number 20, Chad Holcomb, a senior stopper. Goalkeeper, 00, Captain Ben Kartzman. Number 16, Robert Longo, a senior striker. Number 33, Jonathan Rotter, a senior defender. Number 15, co-captain Evan Schottlander, a senior midfielder. Number 17, David Kimmel, a junior midfielder. Number 8, Alan Poller, a junior midfielder. Number 6, Luigi Tatara, a junior midfielder. And number 27, Dave Van Gerood, a junior sweeper. The Bears will be in their home whites today. They'll be going from right to left on your screen. Old Bridge in their visiting purple jerseys and black shorts will have the following starters. Number 15, Kevin Connolly, a junior midfielder. Number 7, Charles Gorham, a junior back. Number 3, Christopher Grace, a junior defender. Number 16, John Alexandra, a junior midfielder. Number 8, Metodi Rulev, a junior forward. Number 13, Dion Witkowski, a junior back. Goalkeeper, Sean Brocht, a senior. Number 11, Stephen Cusick, a senior forward. Number 9, senior Luis Oliveira, a midfielder. Number 6, Romeo Simoes, a senior back. And number 12, Scott Engel, a senior forward. We're just about set for today's action. Old Bridge will be going from left to right. Referees will have 40 minutes on the clock. Scoreboard is inoperable today, so we will try our best to keep the time here. Old Bridge will be kicking off. These teams played each other, as I said earlier, twice last year, with East Brunswick coming out on top both times, 3-1 and 1-0. The Old Bridge coach, Mold, feels very confident in his team's chances today. Speaking with him last night, he seemed somewhat relieved that there is no dependence on one single superstar, but that his team is playing very solid. And we're underway here in East Brunswick. Ball off an East Brunswick defender, thrown in by Old Bridge. Play in the midfield area to number 11, Steve Cusick. Cross to the middle, and cleared out of danger by David Kimmel, right back to the middle. Left-footed out of there by junior David Van Gerood. East Brunswick's trying to set up meticulously here. They don't want to get into a long ball game. According to Coach Hastings, the first two matches, they did very well at setting up the play in the midfield and working the ball towards the opponent's net. Robert Longo with the ball, plays it down the left wing, intercepted. Chip back in up in the air, headed out by number 19, Jeremy Wodico. But we have a charge on East Brunswick, be a free kick to Old Bridge coming out of their end.
What's your favorite color? Shout the green and the white. What's your favorite color? Shout the green.
Goalkeeper Sean Brock will take the kick.
What's your favorite color? Shout
About 25 yards out from their goal. No movement from either team right now as the ball's played in. Intercepted and headed out by number 21, Garrick Eaton. Ball thrown in, taken back, looking for an opening over on the opposite field. Played forward. No offside call, looked very close there, but the referee felt East Brunswick was onside when the ball was played through. Longo on the left side, through pass to number 18, Dan Garriello. Cross to the right, left-footed shot by Mark DeGrandis is over the net. It'll be a goal kick for Old Bridge. So far, the play's been primarily in the midfield down towards the Old Bridge area as East Brunswick looks to work the ball into play. As I mentioned earlier, Coach Haston is very pleased with the teamwork and the two-way style of his halfbacks thus far. Chad Holcomb plays the ball down the left wing to Longo. Off of Longo out of bounds, be an Old Bridge throw-in. Longo with the ball. Frozen by the defender, takes the ball to the middle. Tries to poke it through to the middle, but it was intercepted and taken out by Old Bridge. It's number 12, Scott Engel, 3-year starter for Old Bridge with the ball. Old Bridge right now seems to be bunching up in the middle of the field. It'll be an East Brunswick throw-in. To take the throw-in, Luigi Tatara, number 6. Luigi's coming off 2 ankle surgeries. Right now, he's a very creative player with some sound skills, but the injuries certainly have not helped in the last year. East Brunswick setting up with a deep sweeper. Goalkeeper coming out to the about 20-25 yards out. Keep the play down the Old Bridge end if necessary. Poor clearing attempt by Old Bridge, but it's off the chest of number 8, Alan Pollard, and be Old Bridge throwing. Number 12, Scott Engel with the ball, 3-year starter for the Knights. Intercepted by Longo and put back in by Romeo Samos. Both teams playing very tight defense so far. Most of the players are playing within about a 20 to 25 yard area, not giving either side much chance for creativity here. Nice ball played down the left wing by Mark DeGrandis. Unfortunately, with the crown in the field, it went harmlessly out of bounds. Throw-in played over to the Old Bridge keeper. And he's looking around. We'll punt it down towards the left wing. And that too will go out of bounds. Not quite what he wanted to do. Evan Shotlander with the ball in midfield. Apparently a pushing foul on Shotlander. Being warned by the referee for delaying the game. Obviously he wasn't happy with the call. Little short free kick taken. Looked like they were trying to set something up, but then they had a long wasted kick to the keeper. Kartzman with the easy save, and he'll look around to see if he can't start up for his team. Shotlander with the ball. Carried a little bit too far there. Both teams a little rusty thus far. East Brunswick can't seem to get their plays going. And Old Bridge, I think their best efforts look to be to try to smother East Brunswick and hope they can capitalize on a long ball. Longo to take the free kick from the left side, crossing the ball from left to right. Nice clear by the left back from Olbridge as he stuck with it and followed the ball all the way out. And we an offside call on the right wing for East Brunswick. Starts the ball slowly through the defense. Midfield is number 13, Dion Witkowski. Playing the ball out. Counter attack by East Brunswick. Again, a smothering defense thus far as Old Bridge Knights are marking very tightly here, not giving much opportunity. Here we go. Intercepted in the midfield by number 15, Evan Schotlander. A shot, oh, just high over the bar on the right side. Good effort by number 18, Dan Gariello, as he was fed with a nice pass by Schotlander. Just got under the ball too much. And it'll be a goal kick for Old Bridge. We're about 7 minutes into the first half here at J. Doyle Field. Weather that started out promising today has gotten ominously cloudy right now. Had a couple of spritzes of rain earlier before we started, but looks like it will hold off and the game will get in. Ball toe poke down the right wing. Intercepted by number 20, Chad Holcomb. Chad was doubtful for today's game initially after taking a bump on the head yesterday at practice. Coach Haston, prior to the game, said he felt he was okay and wanted to play, and they're going to put him in. Ball down the right wing. Looks like an opportunity for Old Bridge. Longo with the ball, trying to regroup. Looking for an open man. Plays the ball a little too hard on the touch down the left wing. Home field advantage is nice, but the crown in the field, even if you've played on here enough times, still has its detriments to you. Alan Paula with the ball over to midfielder Mark DeGrandis. Back to Paula. Down the left wing to Longo. Toe pokes it ahead, but just out of the reach and intercepted by number 7, Charles Gorham. Gorham with the ball over to Dion Witkowski. Plays the ball back to the middle. A dangerous pass in the midfield area. Intercepted by Chad Holcomb. Old Bridge kind of on their heels in the defensive end there as they have 5 people back in the box. Ooh, very dangerous left-footed cross by number 9, Mark DeGrandis. Ball just over the crossbar, hits a football goalpost, and it'll be a goal kick for Old Bridge. No substitutions thus far as we're about 9 minutes in. Again, we'll play 40-minute halves. Old Bridge in their away purple jerseys and black shorts going from left to right. And your East Brunswick Bears, and they're all whites going from right to left here. Dribbling dangerously back in his own end was number 6, Romeo Samos. In that kind of a situation, you risk losing the ball and having a quick counterattack right on your goal. But he came out of that one lucky. Free kick just outside the left side of Old Bridge box. Longo across the ball from left to right. Headed just over the bar by Dave Vangerud, who comes up from the back. Vangerud's a very active and dangerous defender. He's very quick, and he's able to clear the ball in an instant. And as you can see, comes up from the back on free kicks inside the opponent's end because of his size. Can easily out-jump the opponents. Kimmel plays the ball out of bounds. And number 16, John Alexandra, a junior midfielder for Old Bridge, will take the throw-in. Intercepted, Paula with the ball. Tricky dribbles, puts the ball out to Longo. 2 defenders on him, 3 defenders on him now. Finds the open man. Moves the ball back to the middle, but not quite hard enough as Old Bridge comes forward and takes it away. Alexander with the ball. One touch, left-footed over back. Receives a back pass over the right wing. Plays the ball through to number 12, Scott Engel. Ball crossed harmlessly to the East Brunswick keeper, Ben Kartzman. And might have rushed that one a little bit. He threw it out there and generally what you'd like to do is give your teammates a chance to clear out of their end so you can have a target. Number 34 for the Bears, Brad Caruso, a junior midfielder, checks in, replacing Alan Poller. Got an obstruction on Olbridge. It'll be a free kick for East Brunswick. Started quickly. DeGrandis with the ball up the middle, tries to find Caruso, breaking down the left wing. He's got him. Nice clearing by Romeo Samos. Be a throw-in for the Bears. Caruso looking for the long throw-in into the box. See if anyone's moving in there. Strong throw. Good defense by the Knights on that one. Number 33, Jonathan Rotter with the ball on the right wing, crosses it in. But we have an offside call. And a ball be put down by the Knights keeper, Sean Brocht. And he'll look to put the ball into play. See if he plays the ball short as he had the other times. Yes, he does. Over to his left back. Pushes the ball into the open space, back to the middle. Good defensive marking by East Brunswick. Left his clearing attempt pretty much useless at that point. And right now, as I mentioned earlier, it's a very tight marking midfield game. No real dangerous scoring opportunities by either team thus far, as we're about 12 minutes in a scoreless game. Luigi Starr with the ball, plays a through pass, but not any real direction on that one. Again, he's got the right idea, but he just couldn't get his foot around. He was trying to hit DeGrandis cutting in down the left side, but he just couldn't get the foot on it. Rotter with the header out of danger. Shotlander with the ball, pushes over to the right side to Tatara. Down the right wing to Gariello. A little bit too far. And Gorham clears it out of danger. It'll be a throw-in for the Bears. Caruso on his long throw. He'll look to put another one in the box. Instead, he plays it short to Tatara because nobody was covering him. Tatara drags it back, gets it cleared out of bounds by Gorham. We'll have another throw-in for Caruso. This time he goes long right into the box, and Brock comes out and makes a nice jumping save on it. Just a little too high for Vangerud. Vangerud was up there in the box, but the ball just went past him. Caruso looking to play the ball through, finds Tatara on the opposite side. Tatara with the ball. Chip it down the wing to Gariello, but just out of his reach. Olbridge is keeping their backs up far, preventing any real break-in opportunities by the East Brunswick team. Number 8, Metodi Rulev checking out for the Knights. And we'll try to get the number of the gentleman who checked in just a moment. Short goal kick. Put themselves in a little bit of trouble then. They weren't quite sure what they were going to do once the goal kick was taken. John Alexander with the ball, intercepted by Caruso. Played back by Rulev. Excuse me, by Romeo Samos. Engel with the ball. Has it taken away. Gets it back again. Samos with the ball, plays it in the middle, tries to touch through to someone, but there's no one there for Olbridge. Got an opportunity here as they've got numbers, but couldn't get the through pass to anyone on his team. Switching from right to left, Olbridge plays the ball down the left wing, trying to get it to number 11, Steve Cusick. And it'll be a throw-in for the Knights. Up. They have a handball on number 5, Sean Gorfie. And putting the ball down and getting ready to take the kick will be senior fullback Jonathan Rotter. Not much movement by either team away from the ball. Makes it difficult for their teammates to get anything started. It also makes it pretty easy for the opponent to cover you too when you're standing around. Long ball again, cleared out by number 20, Chad Holcomb. We're 16 minutes into the game. Again, there's no score. Gario with the ball, drags it back. Plays the ball over the left side to Longo, but it's intercepted by Alexandra. Longo gets it back. Chips the ball down the left side. To Grandis with the ball, but he loses it out of bounds.
Go, big green. Go, big green and white. Go, big green. Go, big green and white. Go, big green.
Playing volleyball with the heads in midfield. Steve Cusick with the ball, plays it through. Opportunity for Gorfie. Harmless long left-footed shot is covered up by Kartzman. Hasn't punted the ball yet. He feels more accurate throwing the ball out to a defender. Longo has the ball taken away from him. Alexander with it now down the right side. Tricky dribbles, drags it back, shakes himself away from the defender. Carries in the middle, 25 yards out. Left-footed shot is blocked. Dangerous play by East Brunswick. It's going to be an indirect kick just outside the box. Albridge is going to set this one up this close to the goal. Indirect kick, but obviously Albridge was unaware for it. The gentleman taking the kick took it first time. Going to get some substitutions into the game. East Brunswick, number 8, Adam Pollard, comes back in. And number 6, Luigi Tatar, will come out for a breather. The Bears give you the impression they know what they want to do, but they're just having a little trouble on their execution at this point in time. Coach Haston was impressed in their first 2 victories as their unselfish play helped contribute to 12 goals with 6 different goal scorers. It's kind of balance any coach would like to see, especially this early in the season. They can only grow up on it from there. Caruso with the ball down the left wing, pops a floater into the box, easily caught by Brock. Looking around to see where his teammates go. I think the Bears are getting wise to the short throws and short kicks from the back, and they're going to play a little tighter marking up front. Shotlander with the ball. Now you've got Gariello. Here's somebody calling from the right side. Ball couldn't get through. Nice clear. Longo with an opportunity. Olbridge pulls everybody up quickly for an offside trap. Any ball in there would have been hard pressed to get knocked into the net. Olbridge won't score a lot of goals, but they're not going to give up a lot of goals either. According to Coach Mold last Saturday in their Piscataway game, they had 2 quick goals in 5 minutes against them. 1 off a corner kick, 1 off a free kick. And outside of that, the game was even the rest of the way. So there's a potential for East Brunswick if they can take advantage of their set pieces. Once they can put one on the board, maybe open up the Olbridge defense a little, as they'd probably try to press and gain the equalizer. But right now we're in a scoreless game, just about 20 minutes in here at J. Doyle Field in East Brunswick. Have a small but vocal crowd here on a cloudy, cool Tuesday afternoon. Big throw in from Caruso. East Brunswick had 2 people in the box with about 6 or 7 Olbridge defenders. DeGrand is shepherding the ball over to Shotlander. Breaks through. Cuts to his left. And it'll be a throw-in. Ooh, dangerous play. Gorham didn't quite see the corner flag there, but he gets up and he's all right. It'll be a throw-in for the Bears. See if they can get some numbers in the box this time. Ball's up there. Got a jumping in call, number 15, Shotlander. And Old Bridge will play the ball out. Little short kick to try to catch the Bears off guard here. Played down the middle, over to the left side. Back to Connolly in the middle. Chip down the right wing where there's nobody there to receive the pass. Holcomb with the ball. He's played very steady thus far. Again, that crown field. Knew what he wanted to do, he just couldn't get the ball there. Holcomb was a question mark for today after taking a knock on the head yesterday in practice. Coach Haston wasn't sure until up to game time whether Holcomb was going to be able to play or not. Number 6, Samoz for Old Bridge checks out of the game. Another throw-in by the Knights as they try to inch their way down towards the Bears zone. Watercall with a left foot shot. Somehow found its way through about 4 or 5 bodies, but Carsman comes up with the save. Ball was off the mark, but any kind of rebound or teammate cutting in, anything can happen. Carsman with the big left foot, swings it to the right side. Gariello over there, heads it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Old Bridge. Carries the ball, a little open space in midfield, plays it down the wing to Caruso, but a little bit too far in a touch. I think timing seems to be a little off right now. Bears have a good attack, as witnessed by their 12 goals in the first 2 games, after having scored only 23 last year. It's a little early in the match to have frustration set in, but I guess when you've scored 12 goals in the first 2 games, you get a little anxious when things aren't popping right away. Nice one-touch pass down the right wing, misplayed by the Old Bridge defender. Holcomb cutting down. Ooh, tries to get a touch pass into to Gariello, but it was just knocked away. That was the best opportunity they've had on a break-in thus far, as Old Bridge was caught in its heels. Ball played harmlessly into Brock, and he'll look to set it up. Punted just over midfield. Collision there between number 8, Rulev, and 33, Rotter. Paula with the ball, plays it down the right wing to Gariello. If he gets through, he's got no help in there. We'll see what the call is from the referee. It's a white direct and an obstruction on the Knights defender. Again, the 2 goals Old Bridge gave up on Saturday were both off of set pieces. Let's see if the Bears can capitalize on this. As they set up, it's an indirect kick, meaning that 2 people must touch the ball before it can go in the net. Goalkeeper looks like he was shaken up on that initial shot, but Vangaroo couldn't convert the rebound. In his defense, he had a tough angle on that. Number 6, Tatara back in the game, replacing Brad Caruso. And it'll be a corner kick for the Bears. Longo with the corner kick. A high one across the box. Back to Gariello. Shot by DeGrandis and then tipped, but just a little bit wide, and Brock's easy to make the save. Brock and Engel, Shotlander and Engel fight for the ball. Shotlander comes out on top. Little through pass to Gariello. Finds him down the right side to Grandis, but he couldn't get a shot on goal there. Except for the little flurry on the last indirect kick there. Neither goalkeeper has really been tested thus far. Number 12, Scott Engel, junior forward for the Knights, comes out for a little rest. replaced by number 11, Steve Cusick.
Score. S-C-O-R-E. Score. Bears score.
Got to push on the Knights, and again, another free kick for the Bears. About 40 to 45 yards out from the goal. See if they can get some numbers inside the zone there. Old Bridge playing very tight defense thus far. And seems like everyone overjumped that one. And it'll be a throw in for the Knights. Keeper gets marked, so the ball can't be played to him. Ball never came in, so it reverts back to the Knights, and they'll get another crack at it. Ball flicked on the header. Bears throw. Kimmel with the ball. Over to Poller. Back to Kimmel. Little pinball going on. Shotlander. Back to Holcomb as they try to set something up. Getting into trouble there as he almost had the ball intercepted. Hold on to it too long at the end of the field. Christopher Anastasia with the ball. Loses the ball. Played down the left side. Let's see if Longo can catch up to it. He does. Long cross into the box. They're coming close. Just can't seem to get one home right now. Kimmel came up and hit a harmless little pop-up right into the keeper. Little touch pass down the right side. Goes number 17, Anastasio. Cusick with the ball, throws into Anastasio. Shepherding the ball is Holcomb. And it'll be a corner kick as the ball gets played off of Holcomb. Be Old Bridge's first real test down inside the Bears zone today. We're 28 minutes into the half and a 40-minute half. No score in this game. East Brunswick has 9 players back in the box. Ball headed out of danger. Back to number 20, Michael Downs. Plays it over to Jeremy Watercow. Cross back in. But because of the Bears' offside trap, the ball went far enough ahead of Cartsman where the Old Bridge forwards couldn't reach it in time. Cartsman with the left-footed punt. Just over midfield. Number 5, Gorfrey with the ball, but he loses it. And Jonathan Rotter will put the ball back into play. Nice diving header by Michael Downs. This Old Bridge team, as I mentioned earlier, they may not score a lot of goals, but they're very stingy on defense themselves. They're marked very tightly. They know where each other is. Quick restart by the Bears. Couldn't capitalize on it. Rotter knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be a Knight throw-in. Holcomb again heads it out. Plays it back out to the right half. Ball spins off the foot of Gorfey. Gariello marked tightly by 2 players. Holcomb again has called his number quite a bit today. I'm sure at this point in time, Coach Haston is very happy that Holcomb recovered overnight. He's played a very solid game back there thus far. This play by Poller. Be a Bear throw-in as the ball was played off of number 17, Anastasio. White throw. Old Bridge will bring 6-7 people back. And right now, East Brunswick just doesn't quite have the numbers up there. It's a chess match at this point in time as both teams try to find a way to crack the defense of their opponent. Back to Longo. Blind pass to the middle. Kimmel with the ball. Over to Rotter. Plays it through to Holcomb as he breaks up field. Couldn't thread the needle to DeGranis. Now he finds him. DeGranis fakes. Comes into the right side. Gariello went down in the box. I would be lying if I didn't think he had kind of helped that along, trying to get a call. Longo setting up on the right side with his strong left foot, trying to hook it in towards the goal area. He does so, right on net. Ball nodded out of danger, and toe poked out to the left side. Broader with the ball, tries to play it back in, keep the advantage. We have an offside on Luigi Tatara as he couldn't quite get back in time. Very few substitutions thus far by either coach, as both teams try to get some continuity and flow into their play. Neither team has been able to string together more than 2 or 3 passes at a time at this point, as the tight marking has prohibited any of that. Number 11, Stephen Cusick, comes out for Old Bridge for a rest. 17, Anastasia coming down the right wing. Couldn't quite get the cross. Jeremy Wadika over to Anastasio. Played out. Bears counterattack now. Number 15, Shotlander with the ball, plays it over to the right side. To Poller. But couldn't quite control it, and the ball rolls out. Knights throw in. Throws the ball into traffic, but it's tipped twice through. Old Bridge offense seems to be bunching up quite a bit. A lot of open space on the right side of the field for them if they could capitalize on it. Ball played harmlessly up to Kartzman, and he'll take his time. Dribble up in the box. Looking up while he's doing that to see where it might be developing. East Brunswick on the move. Van Groot plays the ball out to Poller down the right side. Through pass, back to Van Groot. Tries to hit D'Agostino going through. Van Groot again. Miss kick. I don't think he was quite sure whether he wanted to play the ball over to his right wing or take a shot. Coming into the game for the Bears, number 12, Nicholas Baldwin. And he'll replace Luigi Tatara. This is Baldwin's first year on the varsity team. He played in Germany on a club team last year. Quite an experience for the young man. Shotlander breaks through. Oh, an offside call on Gariello. Might overhear old Coach Haston down there in the field yelling past the ball. The thoughts are right, but the timing is just a little bit off right now. We're in a scoreless tie right now, 34 minutes into a 40-minute half. Dangerous play on the Bears. Be a free kick by the Knights. Shotlander got his foot up just a little bit too high there. Number 13, Dion Wachowski, setting up the ball for his teammate, Charles Gorham. Ball over to Luis Oliveira. Scrum for the ball there. Oliveira has it cleared out of danger by Joshua Henney back into the game for East Brunswick. Holcomb couldn't quite control the ball to clear it out, so it'll be a Knights corner kick. About 5 minutes left in the half, a little less than that. It's been a very tight checking match at this point, tight marking match, I should say. Number 15, Kevin Connolly takes a corner kick, drills a low hard one right into the box. Ooh. heavy collision. Clock is stopped as Michael Downs, number 20, came crashing in. It's a huge collision out there. Not quite sure. He took that one right on his right arm there. That's what he's holding right now, and he's in quite a bit of pain right now. Well, hopefully for the young man's sake, it isn't broken, but that was a heavy collision as both the East Brunswick player and Downs went crashing for that loose ball out there. Neither one of them looking to see where the opponent was, keeping their eye only on the ball. And there was no intent on the part of either player. Unfortunately, Downs took the worst of it right here. And we're going to have a stoppage in the play as the trainer attends to Downs. He's lying out there just inside the Bears box. This gives the Bears an opportunity, and more specifically Coach Hasten, a chance to talk to his players and maybe gain something in the way of some strategy with a few minutes left in the half. There are no timeouts in soccer, but in instances like this, gives the Bears a chance to collect their breath and get a few words of wisdom from their coach. While Downs is lying on the field, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back in a moment. Downs gets up under zone power and walked off the field. It's always a good sign. Doubtful whether he'll be back in the game at this point, but the main thing is he was able to get up and walk off the field. Dave Angeru to line up to take the kick out of the box. Ball played down the middle to Gariello, more specifically to open space. No one seemingly wanted to get control of it. Gariello takes advantage. Number 12 for the Bears, Nicholas Baldwin. Working down the right wing, ball knocked out of bounds by the Knights. Number 21, Garrett Eaton. And Baldwin will put the ball into play. Holcomb trying to cheat up from his back position, gain a little advantage. Nice play out of the Old zone. Offsides again on the Bears as 4 people were caught upfield that time. A little lazy getting back. They've got to find a way to penetrate that Old attack. Either got to do one of two things, either play the ball through a little quicker or get the forwards moving more side to side so they're not putting themselves in an offside position. Otherwise, their frustration level will grow. But again, allowing for some injury time, we've got about, I'd say about 6-7 minutes left in the first half. Scoreboard clock in the field inoperable today. Ball played through down the right, left wing. Gariello shielding the ball, trying to gain an advantage. But it's played out of bounds by Romeo Samos, the junior back from Old Bridge. Longo, a short toss into Gariello. Romeo plays the ball up the right wing. Nice clearing. Bangarud reads that beautifully. Counterattack now as Old Bridge had numbers up. But again, the Bears were not paying attention to the Old Bridge offside trap. If they find a way to solve this, I have no doubt that they'll put a few into the net. But up until that point, when they look around, nothing's going to happen. Long free kick by Brock. Cleared out of the middle and then back into the zone. Little ping pong. Mistrap there by number 3, Christopher Grace. He's able to recover. Ball played into the midfield by number 15, Kevin Connolly, over the left side. Scott Engel with the ball. Tries to get it over to Dion Wachowski, but he couldn't. Midfield. Intercepted by Shotlander. Quick counter attack. Thwarted by Charles Gorham. Baldwin with the ball. Plays down to Gariello. Breaks himself 3 down the right wing. Ball's crossed, but nobody coming down the left wing to convert. Very nice play by Gariello as he took the ball on the right wing and then accelerated past the fullback, trying to get a ball cross there. Played it right where he should, but there was no teammate there to knock it in. So it'll be nothing but a goal kick for the Knights. Beautiful ball control by Alexander, unfortunately. So D'Agostino was right on his back. D'Agostino with the ball on the left side, pokes it through. But DeGrandis was unable to convert. And that's the end of the half. We have no score here in East Brunswick between the Old Bridge Knights and the East Brunswick Bears. We'll be back with the start of the second half in just a moment. Just about ready for the start of the second half here. Teams change ends, and we have the whistle for the start. Grandis plays the ball back to Vangerud, over to the left side. David Kimmel pushes it up the left wing, intercepted. Shotlander with the ball. To Pollard, back to Shotlander. Working the ball down the right side. Cutting in is DeGrandis. Lost control of it, otherwise he might have had a clean break, and we have an offside call on DeGrandis on the left side. I'm sure at halftime, Coach Haston gave the kids a little patience talk on working the ball in, and probably more importantly, staying awake up there. There's been quite a few offside calls this far on the Bears. Pretty much the same lineup that started the match for the Bears. Old Bridge will have another free kick, this time midway between midfield and the attack zone. Lining up to take the kick is number 13, Dion Witkowski. Plays the ball towards the box. Holcomb intercepts, plays it out, but it's knocked back in by Stephen Cusick. And we an offside call against Scott Engel as he got caught in the zone when the fullbacks had pulled upfield. Vangerud looking around. See someone open down the middle there. It's DeGrandis. Excuse me, it's Robert Longo. He couldn't quite get to it. Alexander with the ball. He's got very strong ball skills, good awareness of what's going on out in the field. Longo with the ball. Dribbles in the middle from middle to left. Plays it down to Pollard, but Pollard hitches up and the ball is cleared out of play by Gorham. No touching the ball is the Old Bridge midfielder. Breaking into the goal, Shotlander. Ooh, plays a nice soft little shot from right to left, just outside the post. Shotlander intercepted the ball as Old Bridge was trying to break upfield, caught the defenders off guard, and he exploded down the right side, pulled the goalie out, and slid a shot just outside the far post. Best opportunity of the day for the Bears, and they'll try to see some momentum off of that. Shotlander again touches it back in. Played quickly down the right wing in a counterattack by the Knights. It's a foul against the Bears. Couldn't quite see what it was. May have been an obstruction call against Vangerud. Number 9, Luis Oliveira, will set up the kick about 30 yards from the goal. East Brunswick keeping everybody up on the formation, preventing anybody from going in. Lateral movement from Old Bridge. They cut in, and the ball's cleared out of danger by Vangerud. Nice head ball by Vangerud. Breaking up wing to make a quick release. Gariello chasing after it, but Gorham beat him to the ball and kicked it out of danger. Thrown by Tatar to the Grandis, excuse me, to Gariello. He cuts in, finds Shotlander who breaks in. Left-footed shot, oh, hit the crossbar. 2 golden opportunities by Shotlander in the last couple of minutes. And the Bears are starting to find the range here as Olbridge must wonder what is happening during the halftime. Beautiful play by Shotlander as Gariello fed it with a nice pass. Shotlander burst through the defense and hit a one-timer right off the crossbar on the left side. Brock with the goal kick. Shotlander with the ball. One touch from Longo. Olbridge counterattack now. It's number 11, Stephen Cusick, plays the ball down the left wing. Intercepted by Vangerud, headed back by Cusick. Connolly in the middle, plays it out to Alexander on the right wing. He's been a very active person thus far. A little bit too far. Coach Mold from Olbridge was telling me last night that quite a few of his team were played over in Ireland and Scotland during the summertime in the youth tournaments. Said the experience was invaluable for him. Shotlander's got numbers. Going right to, feeds Longo. Left-footed shot, oh, hits Brock on the foot. And he's just able to recover in time as Luigi Tatara came down the right side trying to knock it in. Brock looked a little unsure of himself that time. Ball headed up. Luigi with the ball, Tatara. Shotlander intercepts. He's had an active first half. Gariello breaking in the right wing all alone. Crosses the ball. Touched by number 9, Mark DeGrandis. Couldn't get control and get a shot off. But East Brunswick is definitely carrying the play thus far as we're 6 minutes into the second half here. East Brunswick pinning him into their end. Longo with the ball. Takes it to the middle. Chipped up there by Rotter. But we have an offside call on Gariello as he tried to get back onside, but the ball had already been played. Number 3 for the Knights, Christopher Grace, plays it back to Brock, the keeper. Takes the ball from right down to the middle, or left to the middle. Play ahead to number 12, Scott Engel. Intercepted by Chad Holcomb. Push pass up to DeGrandis. Holcomb recovers, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Olbridge. Another throw-in for the Bears as DeGrandis quickly hustles it in. Over to Shotlander, hits it with a left foot. Gariello up after it, but Brock was able to punch it out of danger. Shotlander again, pops it up with a left foot across to the right side. Tatara couldn't quite get position on it to do anything with it. Paula with the shot off the side of his foot and rolls harmlessly out of bounds over the touchline. It'll be a goal kick for the Knights. Now, whatever Coach Hastings said at halftime has sunk in as the Bear attack has been relentless thus far. Unfortunately for them, they haven't been able to put one in yet, though they've had some golden opportunities. Brock with a goal kick deep down the right side. Chested out by Holcomb. And it'll be a, well, ball went off of the Knights defender, so it'll be a throw-in for the Bears. Quickly tossed in off to Gariello, but misplayed, and the Knights will get a throw-in. Substitution for the Knights. Number 9, Luis Oliveira, coming out of the game. Throw into the keeper as the Bears were caught napping that time. Quick punt downfield. East Brunswick has the numbers back as it was 2-on-4 back there. Number 11, Stephen Cusick. Long ball down to the box. Harmlessly played to Kartsman. Holcomb with the ball on the right fullback. Plays it to the middle to Rotter. Shotlander with the ball over to Tatara. Knocked out of danger by number 3, Christopher Grace for the Knights. Tatara throws it into Holcomb. Plays the ball down the left side. Looks like he might have scuffed his foot that time trying to do it. Intercepted by Alexandra. Pushes it down the right side, maintaining body position. A sliding Holcomb. Steals it away from number 19, Jeremy Watico. Bears would be well advised to keep a little tight marking on Alexandra over there on the right side. He's a very active player. Appears to have some very good ball skills and good vision on the field as well. Played into traffic. Ariella with the ball coming down the left side. Looking ahead to see who's open. But Old Bridge had too many numbers back that time. Number 11, Stephen Cusick with the ball in midfield. Intercepted by Rotter. Back to Holcomb, cutting in on the right wing. Slips a pass through to number 9. Mark DeGrandis, a ball just out of his control, sliding into Brocked. Terrific play by Holcomb, as he saw the opportunity to push a pass through before the offside trap could take hold. And DeGrandis did all he could to try to control the ball. It just got out of his reach and slid to the keeper. Number 13 for the Knights, Witkowski with the ball. Drops it off to Connolly. Pushes it down the middle to number 8, Metodi Rulev. Rob Longo will take the throw in. Tossed down the left side, intercepted by Alexander to Samoz. Holcomb with the ball, back to Longo. Play on, the referee says, as the Old Bridge player got control of the ball. Cusick with a little chip to the right side. Ball inbounds, according to the referee, as East Brunswick tried to help the call along. Longo takes it from left to the middle. Pushes it to space, but there's too many Old Bridge defenders back there. Ball cleared off Bear attacker, and it'll be a Knight throw-in. Substitutions for the Knights as Scott Engel comes out of the game. Try to get the number they're playing come in. These black numbers on the purple shirts make it a little difficult at times to identify the players. Watico with the throw-in. White throw-in. Shotlander with the toss. Never came inbound, so they'll get a retake here. Brad Caruso entering the game for the Bears, replacing number 8, Alan Pollard. Caruso with the long throw to Shotlander, intercepted by Kevin Connolly, playing the ball in the middle of the field. Over to his right back, press up to Alexander, has it stolen, tried for a quick counterattack, but they were unable to get control of the ball. Toe pokes through. Holcomb clears it out of danger into the middle. DeGrandis chips it out to the left side. Oliveira with the ball. Knocked over by Vangaroo. It'll be a free kick for the Knights. About 40 yards out from the goal area. Middle of the field wide open right there as Old Bridge looks like they might try to run laterally to create something here as the Bears try to keep them honest and up in the play. Shuffling around to see where things are going. Ball's chipped over the defender, but into Kartsman's arms. Caruso played that ball very well as he kept his opponent in check out there while Kartsman was able to come out and take the play. Caruso with the ball now, plays it back to Longo. Backheeled by Holcomb, but it was intercepted. Gorham with the ball, down the middle. Plays a long one. Kind of a wasted play there, but it's taken over by number 19, Jeremy Watico. And Rodder knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Knights. A little more frequent substitution right now. Gene Alexander comes out of the game for a well-deserved rest. Looks like number 19, Jeremy Waterkow, is going to move over to the right side. Kartzman calls for the ball. Van Groot lets it go to him, and Kartzman will play the ball out. Doesn't see anything close, so he'll take a long left-footed punt. Spins off his foot. I don't know if it's quite what he wanted. Shotlander with the ball. Good ball body position. Van Groot with a quick push pass. DeGrandis with the ball. Tatara coming down the right wing as he was left unmarked. Gorham tries to slide. Tatara with the ball. Quick cross. Gorham recovers and is able to chest it out, make a very nice clearing attempt with his left foot there. Shotlander dribbles through, takes a left-footed shot, goes just wide to the left side. Charles Gorham has been very steady as a sweeper back for the Old Bridge Knights today. East Brunswick has taken control of this game here. DeGrandis with the ball in around the 18. He cuts in. One dribble too much. Had some good ball movement to get through a couple of defenders, but it's always that last one that'll get you. In his defense, didn't have much help that time. There was a solo effort. He made a good job. Caruso with a strong throw in deep in the box. Rodder with the ball in midfield, intercepted. Olbridge with a quick counter, but Holcomb's able to intercept. Rodder again, over the right side to Longo. Looking for somebody to cut through. Can't quite do it. Got the Old Bridge sweeper there, keeping everybody on sides. Play into Shotlander, but he was unable to convert. Garriello with the ball. Back flips it there. Got a push on the White. Inadvertently or not, it was a foul on the Bears. And Old Bridge will put the ball into play over to the right back, number 24, Darren King. Over to Gorham, who miskicks it. And a ball goes out of bounds. Caruso will take the throw in. Finds Garriello breaking right away. But Brock yells for the ball, and his defender wisely lets it go to him. Old Bridge trying to set up. Everybody moves upfield. Very tight marking all around right now. Kimmel with the ball. Seeing that it was off an Old Bridge player, he did a nice job shielding the ball and let it roll harmlessly out of bounds for a Bear throw. Little back bicycle kick. Kimmel left foots it to the middle. Headed out by Oliveira. Caruso with the ball. Plays it through to Garriello, but a little bit too far out of his reach. Gorham will intercept and carry it right back up the right side. Plays a long ball out of bounds, and Kimmel will take the throw just around the midfield area. Holcomb back to Kimmel. Back to the middle. To open space, nobody there. And it'll be a Bear throw-in again, as this crowned field certainly has its effect on the throw-ins. DeGrandis with the ball, pushes his way through. Toe pokes it through to Garriello, but he's unable to convert. Old Bridge is having difficulty with any kind of counterattack because they've got so many players back in the defense. They intercept the ball and there's nobody upfield. The Knights will get a free kick. Shotlander was a little too aggressive in his attempt to get the ball. Witkowski with the kick over to Oliveira. Tries for Cusick, but the ball's played out of danger. And it'll be a Bear throw-in. Holcomb with a quick toss in to Longo, who heads it down the left side as Caruso's running on it. Gorham again, up to Connolly. Moves it right as Olbridge tries to mount an attack here. It's really the first opportunity they've had in quite a while. Ball over by Rotter, and he's able to kick it out of danger. Quick throw in by number 5, Gorfie. Gariello now, as East Brunswick has a counterattack. They've got numbers moving forward. See if they can put a beautiful pass to Vangerud, push it down to open space in the corner. Tries to touch it back to Gariello, but he's unable to. Shotlander with the ball, now to Longo. Missed jump by the Olbridge player, number 8, Rulev. But Olbridge will get the throw. We're 20 minutes into the second half of a scoreless game here at J. Doyle Field in East Brunswick. We have a couple of substitution as Luis Oliveira and Stephen Cusick come out of the game for Olbridge, as well as Kevin Connolly. At this point, Olbridge has to feel that the longer they can hang in this game in a scoreless tie, the better their opportunities are going to be. Olbridge will not put a lot of balls in the net, but they have a very stingy defense. And after scoring 12 goals in their first 2 games, the Bears appear to be a bit frustrated at this point, as Coach Haston tries to find a right combination to put one in the back of the net. Head ball up by Rotter, over to DeGrandis. Intercepted by 24, Darren King. Be a substitution for the Bears as Alan Poller comes into the game, replacing David Caruso, who goes off down, Brad Caruso, who goes off down the far side. Wouldn't want to mistake him with the ex-NYPD Blue Star. But if he can make that kind of money, good luck to him. Longo will take the throw in down the left side. Looking for an open player, he finds Rotter in the middle. Rotter one touches it down there to Alan Poller, but he was unable to beat Brock to the ball. Brock rolls it out dangerously as he didn't have enough players in there. Poller pokes it over the left side for Longo. Shields the ball well, but it has it taken away. Olbridge kind of running around back in their own end now. East Brunswick smothering them. Long right-footed shot by Poller is snuffed out by Brock. The tighter that East Brunswick marks the night defenders, the tougher it's going to be for Olbridge to move the ball out of their end constructively, which will create more opportunities. We have a foul by East Brunswick on it jumping in. Number 21, Garrick Eaton, leaves the ball, moves down the wing. Witkowski with the ball, one touches it. Up to Luis Oliveira. Intercepted, Longo comes down the middle. Sees a streaking Gariello going down the right side. But the ever sturdy Gorham plays the ball out the side, and it'll be a throw-in for East Brunswick. Grandis will take the toss. Long throw into the box. Headed out, Holcomb with the ball about 25 yards out, takes a left-footed shot. Goes harmlessly out of the way to the left side. East Brunswick's had a lot of long throw-ins near the Olbridge box, and after so many keep flying over the heads of the opponents in the box, maybe they'd have somebody cutting in from the far side next time. We'll see what happens. Goal kick by Brock. Intended for Scott Engel, goes over his head, played by Holcomb. Alexander back in the game. Gets the ball, loses it to Holcomb, to Shotlander. Pokes it through, but intercepted by number 13, Dion Witkowski. Holcomb again. Shotlander with the ball. Finds Tatar on the right side. dangerous play on Gariello. Gariello had to slow up a little as the Old Bridge defenders started pulling upfield. Totaro with the ball. The thoughts and the ideas are right. The execution is just a little bit off here today. Best opportunity of game thus far was earlier in the half when Schottlander fired a left-footed kick off the crossbar about 5 minutes into the second half. Other than that, first half was pretty much a chess match. And thus far, here in the second half, it's been dominated by the Bears, yet we still remain scoreless just over 24 minutes into the half. Gorfie with the long kick down the left wing, played by Vangerud. Tries to fake pass. Number 12 Engel with the ball, left-footed cross, but there's nobody in the box right now. John Alexander intercepts. He's unable to get a shot off, and Kartzman comes out and smothers it. Dangerous play back there as Vangerud trying to clear the ball out, had it intercepted. We have an inadvertent handball by number 15 Schottlander, so it'll revert back to the Knights. Vangerud made an effort to clear the ball up the right side, but it was intercepted by Engel and turned into a dangerous scoring opportunity. It's about the only opportunity the Knights have had this period. Trying to set something else now. Play the ball on a short pass out to Alexander, but it's intercepted. Bears move down the wing as Schottlander has it. Takes it to the middle. Trying to find something to work with. Holcomb with the ball. Overlaps as Tatar picks it up. Plays it to the middle. To DeGrandis. Oh, and he's just taken out by Gorham. Beautiful pass by Tataro over to DeGrandis, but Gorham just got back into the play in time to disrupt the flow. And we'll have a corner kick for the Bears. DeGrandis will put it down and take it from the left side. Short corner. Over to Longo, but it's knocked out of bounds by number 21, Garrett Eaton. Paulo with the ball. Back to DeGrandis. Long cross goes out of bounds. Goalkeeper for the Bears, Kartzman appears to be a bit antsy. His during that corner kick, it's about 40 to 45 yards off his line. Alexander with it. Well defended by Schottlander. And out of bounds off the Knights. We're at J. Doyle Field here in East Brunswick for this Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division clash between the Knights of Old Bridge and the Bears of East Brunswick. Old Bridge comes into this game with a record of 0-1, having lost at Piscataway 2-0 this past weekend, while the Bears have put together 6-0 and 6-2 victories thus far. But today, the defense seems to be ruling. Vangerud one-touches the ball to the middle, up to Schottlander. Push pass down the right side of Gariello. And Gorham dribbles it out of danger. A little obstruction on Gorham as Gariello tried to turn into the ball, but Gorham was there obstructing him. Of an indirect kick about 15 yards from the goal. Longo and DeGrandis will set it up. It's a goal. It's a goal for the Bears as DeGrandis touches the pass through to Longo at 27:45 into the second half. And the Bears jump on the board 1-0. Play started very harmlessly as Gorham inadvertently blocked Gariello from his movement. Play lined up around the 18-yard box just to the right of the goal. DeGrandis, being an indirect kick, touched it through the legs of Longo, who took a low, hard left-footed shot. And apparently the goalie was screened because he reacted very lately on that, and the ball just went directly into the net. And the Bears jump on top 1-0 here. East Brunswick must feel justified right now, or at least some degree of satisfaction with all their efforts thus far. It's something finally paid off for them. Kimmel with the ball on the left side. Now you'll see Old Bridge pressing a little more on offense. I think they may get away from the offside traps. But at this point, whether you lose 1-0 or 2-0, doesn't make any difference. An offside trap's not going to do you any good if you don't have any offense. Alexander with the throw-in. Over to number 17, Christopher Anastasio. Gorham takes around one sliding Bear. Number 3, Grace, plays it down the left side. Intercepted by Shotlander. Taken back by Grace. To Poller. Got Longo. Got DeGrandis breaking down the right side, but Longo elects to go to the left to Gariello. He breaks in. DeGrandis on the right side, but he can't find him in time. It'll be a corner kick for the Bears. At this point, you'll see more odd man rushes for the Bears now, as Old Bridge will try to counterattack and get the equalizer. Coach Mold not happy with the call, but it was clearly a corner kick as the ball deflected off the Old Bridge defender. And now we'll have a goal kick for the Bears, for the Knights. We're just about 30 minutes into this second half. Bears jumping on top 1-0. 27 minutes and 45 seconds into this second half. Off of an indirect kick play, DeGrandis touching the ball to Longo. And Longo hitting a low left-footed shot right into the corner. As strong as Old Bridge defense has played today, it's going to take a little more than that for them to put the ball in the net. They haven't shown much on offense at this point. As the Bears midfield play has been tremendous thus far. Shotlander with the ball, swings it over to Gariello. Looking for Holcomb in the middle, but Grace just slide tackles the ball out of play. And it'll be a throw-in for the Bears. Shotlander with a one-timer. And that would have been 3 points in another sport, but here it's just a goal kick for Old Bridge. Coach Haston was impressed in their first 2 matches for the Bears with their strong midfield play. Besides the creativity they've shown, he was very pleased at the fact that in addition to playing strong on offense, they're very quick to get back on defense. And that appears to contribute to the Old Bridge lack of scoring opportunities today. These kids will learn a long rest tonight, that's for sure. Another throw-in for the Bears. Pollard tosses into Shotlander. It doesn't quite reach him as Witkowski intercepts. Shotlander with the ball. Looking up. Dummy by Gariello. He's going to break in all alone on the right side. He shoots. Ball gets through Brock. Oh, and it's just cleared off at the line at the last instance by Romeo Samoz. Gariello broke in alone there. Hit the shot right through Brock's legs. And the ball rolled ever so slowly toward the line, and Romeo Samoz got back just in the nick of time to clear it off the line and prevent what could have been a crushing goal for the Old Bridge team. And we have an offside down the left wing. I think Sean Brock might be taking his defender out for dinner after the game tonight. Thanking him profusely for that save. Bears will toss it in on the left side, just over midfield line. Gariello cuts in. Put one out of bounds off of him. Knights throw in. On that throw in, we had the Knights pushing on East Brunswick, trying to gain an advantage on the throw. But instead, the referee was right on top of the play, and Holcomb will take the free kick for the Bears. Flicked on by DeGrandis, tries to turn right away, but he wasn't able to. Rodder tries to step up. Paulo with the ball, heads it through to Gariello. Taken down. Gariello taken down. It's going to be a white direct kick as Anastasiou quite obviously held Gariello and made the referee's call easy on that one. Another free kick, about 20 yards out. This one a direct kick, so it can be shot in right away. Gariello, DeGrandis, and Longo trying to set something up here. Looks like Gariello's going to go to Longo again. We'll see what happens. Oh, back pass to DeGrandis and shot just over the crossbar. In their first 2 games, if there's been anything that's an Achilles heel to Old Bridge, it's been the restarts, as all 3 goals they've given up this year have been directly off of restarted plays. 1 corner kick and 2 free kicks. A lot of jostling around midfield area. The Knights are the ones that get caught. Rodder finds someone breaking down the right side, Pauler. Pauler turns right into the defender. Rodder gets the ball back. Plays it over to DeGrandis. DeGrandis hustles over, but has it taken away by Anastasiou, and it'll be a Bear throw-in. Longo looking around to see who might be open. Anybody moving around. Over to DeGrandis, gains position. Good position on the ball. Going to stop the clock right now. DeGrandis got a little carried away there, and he'll be booked with a yellow card. At 35 minutes of the second half, we have our first warning of the game. And Coach Asen will take DeGrandis out for a little rest. Brad Caruso will go into the match for him. A little over-aggression there on DeGrandis' part, but he'll come off for a rest anyways, and Caruso will replace him over there at the left midfield. Albridge seemingly wasting their own time, but the referee did stop the clock on that last thing, so we'll add about 30 seconds left at the end of the match. Brock with the free kick. Tatar with the ball on the left side. 1 touch over from Gariello, intercepted. Tatar with the ball. Tries to keep it in, but he loses it out of bounds. Albridge trying to make a quick counterattack here. Witkowski, left foot intercepted by Van Gerud. Engel tries to break in, muscling his way into the play, but he gets called for the shoulder push. And it'll be free kick for East Brunswick coming out of their box. Rodder will play the ball up. Low kick, poorly taken inside the box. Quick counter by Engel. It'll be a dangerous play on the white. Excuse me, dangerous play on the Knights for having your head too low to play the ball.
Go, Bears, go! All right, all right, all right! Go, Bears, go!
The skies seem to have brightened up a little bit as we started with a nice sunny day here, and then all of a sudden it got overcast. Spritzed for a little bit prior to game time, but things have held off pretty well right now. As Old Bridge tries to get the equalizer. Ball played harmlessly down to their zone, and Van Gerud left foots it out of play. At this point, with about 3.5 minutes left in the match, we got Charlie Gorham, the Old Bridge sweeper, playing about 10 yards over the midfield line, and everybody else pushing up into the attack as well. Be a throw-in on the right side for Knights. 1 touch, flicks it through, but he can't control it. He'll just play it back into the space. Keeper way out from his line, about 40 yards out. He'll play it, chip it back in, and then hustle back into his net quickly. Old Bridge will get the throw in. Grace down to Gorfie. Grace will take the throw again. Headed out by Holcomb. It'll be another night throw in. Gorfie will take the throw this time. Trying to find Wachowski, the tall midfielder. Ball played across by Rulev. And Kartsman does a nice job of protecting the ball. Sends Bears on a break. They've got a 4-on-2. Now it's a 4-on-3 as Pollard takes the ball. Longo with the ball. 3-on-2 coming down the middle. Takes the ball to the left. Looking to see Gariello. Instead, he takes the shot. Rebound. It's a goal. Bears score to make it 2-0. Longo appeared to be taking the cross right away. Instead, he took the shot right at the keeper, who seemed to be unaware that the shot was coming. And we'll try to get the goal score on that in a minute. Well, Brock's gotten caught out of position twice today so far. Once on the indirect kick when he didn't see the ball coming through, and this time giving up a dangerous rebound for an easy knock-in. Longo came downfield with an eye towards crossing it to Gariello, but instead he took the shot, and fortunately for him, Brock gave up a rebound. I believe Brad Caruso will get the credit for that goal, as he was the opportune one. Well, the way the Bears defense has played thus far, that could pretty much put it out of reach. Cusick takes a wicked shot that Holcomb blocks with his midsection. And he's in a little pain right now. Holcomb's played a tremendous game. It's a tough way to have to come out and get a rest. The wind seems out of the sails right now, the Old Bridge team, as that second one put the nail in the coffin. Well, knowing they played such a tough opponent with a strong defense as the Knights have, this will certainly give the Bears some momentum as they continue their season. We'll be back here with the Lady Bears on September 29th when they host the Sayreville Bombers. And again in October, we'll be here with the Bears men's team as they take on the North Brunswick Raiders. A couple of very strong Greater Middlesex Conference opponents for both the boys and the girls. And then we'll end it this year with the girls in Westfield. Caruso with the ball, plays it down to Gariello, was offside. Officially, we're into the 40 minutes. I believe the referee has allowed some time for the injury and for the yellow card that was taken earlier in the half. He's got his whistle to his mouth as Oliveira pets the ball through to Cusick. Samoa's with the ball, tries to cut back. Played well by Pollard. Gorham with the ball. He's had a very strong game for the Knights back there. Left foots the ball down, but it's headed out by Tatara. Gorham with the ball again, cuts back to his right. Takes a long shot to Kartsman, holds his line and takes the ball in harmlessly. And that's the ball game. Just recapping the scoring in the second half. The first goal for the Bears at the 27-minute mark came off the foot of Rob Longo as he took a little touch pass from Mark DeGrandis on an indirect kick and hit a low-line left footer into the corner of the net. And the Bears put the game out of reach with about 2.5 minutes left as Longo took the ball down the left side. Apparently looked like he was going to cross the ball to Gariello, but instead he took a shot at the surprised keeper, who gave up an easy rebound, and Brad Caruso knocked the ball into the net for the second goal, and the Bears start off very strongly this season with a 3-0 record. Well, that'll do it here from J. Doyle Field in East Brunswick. I'm Phil Peterson, and thanks for being with us.